Well, guys, it's time for the Power Rangers in Space rant, I promised. And, oh, God. This is going to be a long video. There's so much to cover. This is probably going to be like a 10-20 minute video. And seeing as there's so much to cover, I might as well do a door or two while I'm talking. I know when I usually do this kind of stuff. Actually, screw it. I'm just going to talk during this. And hopefully I can remember everything I want to talk about. Okay, Power Rangers in Space. The rumor going around at the beginning of the series was that they were going to cancel the Power Rangers after this season. So, keep that in mind. Okay, the Rangers at the end of Turbo, which by the way, did the lowest rating I believe that Power Rangers has ever done. God. Anyway. So, the Rangers, 4 of the Rangers, because they left Justin behind, thank God. Yeah. Some of the stuff in Turbo, I wish were eliminated from his life. Them getting baked into a pizza. Ugh. What is this? Honey, I struck the kids? Ugh. Again, just like I said in the last video, I need a gimmick overload alarm like Full Killer 99. Oh my god. But I'll get the Turbo another day. Especially once I go back and watch Turbo, because I need to watch this shit before I bring it up. Anyway. But they go out, if you watch the stock footage of the mega ship even before the ship was stocked, it had the wings, so it was like, just ignore it. So yeah, that was messed up. They messed that up, and even in Mega Ranger they screwed that one up, so yeah. Anyway. Then we get to some of the cool parts. Let me get to the good parts before I tear this thing apart. I'm gonna go full killer style and go for some of the good points first. Okay. They had the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle team up, which was kinda nice. That was cool that they acknowledged in their series. That was cool. And the fact that for once, just once, they put over the 5th member, which they are not doing in the new series, I'll tell you that much right now. I'll get to that in another time. But right now, that was a cool episode. The fact they almost blew up the mega ship, though, was kind of lame. Anyway, that's enough of that. And then we get to this big, dramatic storyline of Andros and his lost sister. Oh, okay, now we're getting into the rant part, the bad parts. This drug on for almost half the series. And then when we found out it was an astronomer, it was actually Corone. That was like, what the hell? That was one of the what the fuck moments. I mean, when I first heard that, I was like, how are they related? I mean, oh. Ugh. And then we get to the Psycho Rangers, which I'm not even going to bring that up, because Psycho Rangers was just another gimmick. I wouldn't have been surprised if they got their own Zords, but they didn't. Do I even have to bring up the fact that they took over the Mega Voyager? Do I even have to bring that up? I don't think I do. Okay. Then we get to one of the stupider parts. The fact... Oh, and don't worry. If you think I'm just going to span over the finale, no, don't worry. I'm going to rip the finale to shreds. Don't you worry. That's going to be like the longest part of this video. That's going to be like a 5-10 minute part to that. Oh, God. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Then we get the Corone being reformed as part of the Space Rangers. That was cool. Then she gets kidnapped again, and they have this metallic thing put in her head, and she becomes S-Drama 2.0, which is later ripped off by Power Rangers RPM. Anyway, that was kind of lame. Too bad they ripped it off later on, but Disney ripped it off later on, but whatever. Then we had to hear Android's mouth for the next month, for the next couple of months about it. Whatever. And then I'll touch on it briefly, and then I'll go back into it near the end of the video. The whole Android actually love triangle thingy, not love triangle storyline. Look, Savon, if didn't you do the same thing with Summer and Dylan? If you're gonna have a major storyline like this, pay it off. They loved each other. The chemistry was there, but I'll get to how they fucked that up in a few minutes. Okay, well, actually, that's coming up next, actually. But before I get to that, let me get to some of the other stuff. Okay, they had a couple of other team-ups other than the Ninja Turtles. They had... Oh, wait, they didn't have a Turbo team-up because most of the Turbo Rangers were on the team. That was one... I don't think they had a team-up after that until the next season. So, yeah. I think the Turtles were the only team-up they did the whole season. So, though they did have Justin come in for that one episode. How he still had his powers at that point, I do not know. That's one of those things where I was like, okay. And how the Rangers weren't able to break those chains while they were in their costume, I do not know. That was another one of those what the hell, or what the hell moments where I was like, okay, they're morphs. Why can't they just break the chains and jump aside from the lava? And then Justin came in and he's morphed, and I was like, when I first saw that again, I was like, okay, I thought he lost his powers when the power chamber was destroyed, but I guess continuity be damned. Okay, the finale. Countdown to destruction. Ugh, God. I am not looking forward to reviewing this. Okay. They're supposed... Let me get this out of the way. They did a good job for the time they had. But seeing as it was supposed to be a series finale, but nevertheless, the fact that it continued... But if this was going to be the finale of Power Rangers, even if it was the finale, even if it had ended, that's what this was a hell of a finale. I'll give it that much. But the fact that it was so much damn stuff going on, it looked like a TNA show, and I do not make that comparison lightly at this point. Oh my lord, we went to this planet, and there's this Gold Ranger fight, and then we go to this planet, and then the Aquarian Ranger were fighting, then we go to this planet, and slow down. I know you're trying to get the feel of the Rangers fighting on every planet, but Jesus Christ, stay on Earth, jeez. And by this point, Zordon was not a factor. He was pretty much almost dead, so the point of him being killed off pretty much didn't mean much. Though it did kill the whole Zordon era, so that means much, I guess. But still, I still think they should have brought him back for the 20th anniversary, even if it's just for one episode. Though they referenced him in episode 1, I hope they... I don't even know if it's back, but I'll get the Megaforce later on. Anyway, there was supposed to be 3 episodes. The third one where they're supposed to introduce Silver Titanus, and they were supposed to have Ashley and Andros kiss. They cut the third episode out for time. And I know that a lot of fans have complained about this. Okay? And I know this is going to be another fanboy on top of, on their case. But like I said before, Stefan, Disney, whoever decided to cut this out, you are stupid. You built this up for a whole year, and you cut it out? Okay, Silver Titanus, I understand. That was a crappy idea in the first place. Besides, the Zords that were compatible were already destroyed by this point anyway. Oh, that's something else I want to cover. The fact that Megazords getting destroyed, that was just stupid. Can't they just keep the Megazords? I mean, okay, you destroyed the Mega Winger and the Mega Voyager, which were the two best swords they had. Then you destroyed the Delta, and then, oh, you left this crappy Astro Megazord, which, let's face it, that thing wasn't very good to start with. Let's face it. And then you wanted to bring in a new Zord that can only combine with one other Zord? Really? And it's just a blatant ripoff of the original Titanus. Let's just face it. So, that part I understand. But the kiss scene, I do not. Oh. There are moments like this where I wish I could ask Stefan, man to man or woman to man or whatever, what the fuck they were thinking when they cut this part out. Oh man. We should have got that third episode regardless. But the fact that we never got the satisfaction. Same thing happened with almost every couple after Tommy Kimberly, honestly. They were pretty much the only couple in the Power Ranger universe that really mattered. But I'll get to that in another time. As for Power Rangers in Space, yeah?
Thank you for not walking so much and letting me sleep a good night.
Can I have a Mountain Dew soon?
Yeah.
Alright. Anyway, that's it for my Power Rangers in Space rant. I hope I was able to keep this enjoyable. Talk to you guys later. Peace.